to the second season of the My Player series. This has been demanded so strongly by you guys. You've absolutely fallen in love with this series. And I have made this week the My Player Week. Yes, we will be speeding through this series with 5 daily uploads of the Pepsi story. But here it is, Pepsi handing in a transfer request to Melbourne Victory as he wants to move on to greater and bigger things. And here it is, a massive call to PSG. That's right, Pepsi is moving over to Paris Saint-Germain and packing his bags from Australia, making the trip across the world over to France to see if he can already prove himself with the big boys. He struggled to play with the less talented players over in Melbourne, and he wants to see if he can play well with the likes of Ibrahimovic, Lavezzi. I mean, these types of players that have already proven themselves. And I tell you what, we have some massive objectives to stand up to and compete with. But anyway, we shall have a crack, and Pepsi's rocking a whole new look in Paris, trying to rock out a whole new style of play and wanting to fit into the culture that is France. But yes, trying to whack on a few little ditsies and things over there. Try and get a nice looking pair of sock tape. I mean, why not? You're in France, you do what you want, and that is just a very sexy long haircut. But we shall move on into the very first friendly against Malaga. And we want a massive, massive showing in this debut. Even though it is a friendly, I mean, Pepsi is going to be on his A game. Because there have been a lot of critics around telling him that he is not good enough to play in France, let alone playing for the massive giants, which are the PSG boys. But here we are. He wants his first touch. He's hungry for it. And he chases the ball, wanting a first taste of it. And here it is, playing it over to who else but Ibrahimovic. And oh my God, he could not picture that happening. He receives the ball back from Ibra. And this is just an absolutely spectacular thing to watch. I mean, that is as fluid as it gets. The football being played. But here it is, Pepsi playing it over. And Gamero playing it all the way through to Lavezzi, who smashes it and just curling around the right-hand post. Pepsi's loving this at the moment. He's working so well with his teammates already. And all of a sudden, pouncing on it is Gamero. Then back to Pepsi. He's got his debut goal! Pepsi for PSG, and he is absolutely ecstatic with that. The boys are so happy to get around Pepsi as they know how hard the transition would have been for this young Australian boy. But he has done so well and already dominating PSG. And a lovely ball, Ibrahimovic doing his own thing, finding it wide out to this man, Sissoko. And then again with Ibrahimovic, unleashing a monster of a shot. And that is just incredible from that big man. But a cross coming in from the post here, finding the noggin, but in off the post and out of play for a half-time whistle to be sounded. Incredible start for Pepsi. He is onto an absolute flyer. And these boys are absolutely cracking. But as you see here, a ball being played across in off the post and out of play. Very, very lucky there for PSG. But all of a sudden, the breakaway is on. Pepsi's a stronger man in that contest. And he pounces for a volley, trying to hit it. But just pushed away by the keeper. Very ambitious from Pepsi. But he is in the mood for goals here. Whew! Things are looking incredibly good for this debut for Pepsi. But here it is, another ball. We don't want to concede. We want to win on our debut. And they get a chance here, just whacking that one wide. And lucky for us, we get one last crack on goals. And here it is, played through to that man Menez, trying to curl it around, but it's not enough. But it doesn't matter, because Pepsi has just given PSG their first game for the pre-season. What a start for Pepsi. And what a start for PSG. But look at that, 7.4 rating. Pretty standard, but we'll cop it anyway. We move over to an overall of 76 already for PSG, bringing out the best in Pepsi. And he's going to have to sit down this match. Now, this is interesting. I'm already taking a bench here. Now, am I right? I think Pepsi may have moved on to a big club too soon. He may have to sit out on a few matches, and that may frustrate Pepsi a bit. But nonetheless, it's okay. That's just one game. We move on into the next match. And we're going to want another massive showing once again. He's already had an absolutely outstanding debut. And the fans have already purchased their Pepsi shirts right on the back, ready to compete in front of the home fans. Can we continue this good run of form? Early chance of the opposition there, just pushing that one wide. But here is Pepsi trying to find the ball here, and he does get a crack on goal. He has a shot, and oh my God! Pepsi with one of the best goals you will ever see for this young man. In his second game for PSG, he has unleashed a rocket into the top left-hand corner. What a strike from that man. And we cop one of our own, but we pushed that one wide, and Pepsi has once again given us a 1-0 advantage at half-time. Oh my God, what a start. And a lovely ball played from Pepsi over to the big man, which is Ibrahimovic. He tries to work the box, whacking across, but it's not enough. Pepsi irons it back and just loses control of the ball. But here it is once again, Pepsi winning the ball back for PSG, and then played over from Sissoko over to this man.
Work until I'm black and yellow worker bee. I just work until I'm black and blue and burgundy. Work until I earn that rich mahogany. Honestly, can't you tell I'm working? Bitch, don't bother me. Show some modesty if you're watching me. Bitches, anybody in my way, it's not misogyny. But if you're blocking me, I will soon defeat you. I will build a bridge above you, or I'll tunnel underneath you. I will eat you and excrete you, and I'll feed you to the flowers. If I need to, I'll go through you and absorb your fucking powers. I put in hour after hour, let's be crystal clear. I'm gonna get there if it takes a day or 50 years.
That is so freaking shattering. We sim these matches. A massive game against Marseille. It doesn't matter. We've gotten a 2-0 win there. Thank goodness. But another game, a massive game against Toulouse. Can we get another win? Of course we can. PSG are on fire at the moment. They don't even need Pepsi at the moment. Here we are, a third game, and we lose. We lose away from home. No. This is not looking good, guys. We need 3 wins out of 3, but here we are, a 4th game. There we go. We've got 3 out of 4 there. That's good. Transfer deadline day. Can't really do much. We can't move on, even if we wanted to, because we are injured. So we'll have to just skip the entire thing because there's just nothing happens at all. And a pretty pathetic deadline day. But anyway, pushing on. Another big game against Saint Etienne. Still without Pepsi. And as you see here, we can get knocked out of the cup on penalties. Man, Pepsi would have liked to compete in that game. He would have absolutely loved to compete in that game. But here's another one that he misses out on. Can we get a win at home? Yes, we can. 2-1 in this game. And Pepsi is starting to get incredibly frustrated, but he's getting so close, and the Champions League game is here. He could be ready for this game. He's feeling good about it. He reckons he can play. Next match, he's not ready yet. He's not ready, and this is one of his dreams. He wants to play on the biggest stage of all in the Champions League. And here it is. It's only a freaking 1-1 draw against Genk. Pepsi would have loved to get a win for PSG in that. We'll have to move over as he watches another game. Another win for PSG, though, and things are looking pretty good. But don't worry, guys, because Pepsi is back. He's ready to prove the critics wrong, and he's going to fire up for the PSG boys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Make sure you comment so I can reply. And, of course, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm sorry, honest Abe. Popo, don't take me way. Cause if you ever try to lock me up, I'm pleading cray-cray. And then they'll all say Mayday, Mayday. Oh, what did we do? He be creepy, giving me the heebie-jeebies. He be Hebrew, he be robo, beep boop, please untie me. He's behind me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Could you please remind me?